What's up? Up here. This is different, right? You're looking at my hobby room, and you might not be able to see me. You don't need to see me, right? Like, you can hear me. It's good enough. If I aim the camera up too high, you're going to see the overhead LED lights that are crazy bright and will probably annoy you. So we're going to go with this. So yeah, like I said, those of you that have been watching recent videos on my channel, you might be aware that I've been having a very, very, very difficult time doing the tire change on this KingSong S22. This process started now almost a month ago, I believe, trying to get this damn thing working. And I had an extremely difficult time getting the original tire off. Had to fight like crazy. And then when I put this new Michelin Street Pilot 2, is that what it's called? Or Street Michelin Pilot Street 2. I put it in, I ripped the tube. I ripped the original tube. I had to go and get a new tube from I got it from EVs in Canada. I didn't see anyone else that had them in stock, so I ordered it from them. I had to wait a little while for that. It came shortly before I left for Pennsylvania around Thanksgiving. And I got back last week, one day last week. I got the inspiration to at least get the new tube in, get the new tire on, get the new tube in. I fought with the thing for like an hour at least. Maybe I can move the camera over here. Let me see this. I do have a little bit of flexibility here. I'm going to put you on one of the 3 printers. See how that is. Not bad. Still can't really see me though. Let's try that. See what that's like. Testing, testing, testing. Yep, and right there's that light. It's going to blind you. Which light is it? Is it this one? Well, we'll see how it goes. I can always change the camera around. Or, wait, no, can I do this? Hold on. Oh, no, that'll suck too. Never mind. So anyways, I tried to change the tube again. Fought with this for like an hour. I had my GoPro running the whole time, just so I could do like a time lapse. Yeah, this is annoying me. Just so I could do a time lapse. Try this. A time lapse of the mess. And I eventually got it on. I had to fight like crazy to get it on. Yeah, that's no good either. I had to fight like crazy to get it on. And then the end result was I ripped my first tube from EVs. Now I did buy 2 tubes. Just I guess trying to be proactive, trying to not have a problem. But if I did have a problem, I would have an option. I wouldn't be dead. That's not bad. So I have another tube. So my goal tonight is to try to get this tube, my last tube, mounted in here, tire on the rim, and yeah, it's been just freaking ridiculous. I mean, this tire, the Pilot Street 2, as far as he knows, is a very popular tire, but it seems so stiff. I don't know if it's something about the rim configuration with the KingSong S22. I don't know, but I've done a number of tire changes, and I've never had this much trouble getting a tire swapped out. So now I've gotten some advice from people. One of the things that I'm going to try to do is utilize a C-clamp to try to pinch the tire down at certain spots to give me more room to work it on. In addition to C-clamps, I also have like quick release clamps. I'm not quite sure if I'll use these or not, but yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Now, as far as chat and stuff, I can see chat, so I will try to do tire training 2 weeks and blah 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 blah. Brett asks, "Are you sure it's not a tubeless tire?" This is a tubeless tire. It is. It says it's a tubeless tire. But supposedly, this was the one that I was supposed to get. It is a tubeless tire, which is probably part of the reason that it's so damn hard. So, So is there versions of this Pilot Street 2 that are not tubeless, Brett? Because that would be good to know. Because if getting this on is going to be an absolute shit show because it's a tubeless tire, maybe I shouldn't even try that. All right, so here is my last tube. Bunny slippers. Bunny liked the stock tire, but it's really soft. I mean, I didn't dislike the stock tire, but I just thought that because there's been such positive things said about putting a street tire on it, if you are primarily a hard surface rider, which I am, obviously, that's why I entertained doing this in the first place. If I was just doing the rollers, the roller swap out, the My E-Wheels roller swap out, this would be pretty easy. But the tire portion of this has just been brutal, absolutely brutal. Okay, Bunny Slippers is going sleepy. All right, great. So, so is there a? Let's see. Oh, goes my phone. I wonder if I can quickly see if there's a tubed version of the Street Pilot 2. Because I thought that I ordered this based on, I don't know, information that I got off of another video. So, of course, that doesn't mean that it's fail-proof. So, let's see. Michelin Pilot Street 2. Street 2. Okay. Okay, I'm like I said, no. This is going to be unconventional stream. All right, so I'm on the Michelin site. Zip tie the entire 4-inch spaces between tires. Brett says zip tie the entire 4-inch spaces between ties and push the tire hard onto the rim. I have heard of that. I did see that. I had the back of it mounted already, so in order to do that, I would have to take it. Oh, no, I wouldn't, I guess. I could do that. Okay. Well, let me get, all right, so let me first get because I think before doing that, I would need to get the tube inside, right? I would need to get the tube inside. And I guess I couldn't put it through the hole, right? Zip tie every 4 inches? Really, dude? Seems like a lot. I've seen examples of people doing the zip tie technique. Stuffing this shit in. D.L. Miller dreads tire changes. Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I've done a bunch of them. And I never enjoy them, but I've never struggled like this. This is just ridiculous. And you're going to see this struggle real time. You'll probably hear me swearing more than once. Yeah, like even just doing something as simple as getting the valve through the hole was a challenge for me. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Such a pain in the ass. All I can say is I hope that this is worth it, because the amount of of angst I put myself through trying to do this shit is ridiculous, in my opinion. It's poking out. Yeah, but using those freaking metal tire spoons, I mean that is a kiss of death. So I mean whenever possible, I try to avoid them at this point. But I just had no options. I could not get it off. Okay, we got more suggestions. Why I fly soap and water mixture on the bead. Yeah. George says no zip ties. After getting tube inside, clamp the sideways together directly across from the valve stem. Then press pinch tire on the center groove of the rim. Work around edge, hands only. Okay, well, sounds good. It's good. It's good that we're getting all the options here. Yeah, I'd rather not zip tie. They don't have to. I don't know that I have a lot of industrial zip ties right now. Come on. I mean, I'm just trying to get the freaking valve through. Even that is annoying. So how's your day going? All right. Valve's through. And got a little clamp here to keep it from getting pulled back. All right. Tube. The tube is now stuffed in there. I do have some Dawn soap here. Clamp the sideways together. Directly across. So you're saying clamp here. Out of here. All right. This is some groundbreaking live streaming going on here. Let me tell you. All right, so side. So I should be clamping it to the point where it should actually drop below the rim. Is that what we're saying here? Okay. That's seated. Okay. So maybe. If only Marty was here to help me. All right. So Marty loves tire changes. So, maybe I should. All right, I'm going to give you guys a better view. You don't need to see me. All right. So, here. Okay. Sorry, just reading. Start with a hand near clamp and roll edge over. Yeah, but I shouldn't get on the valve side first? I thought that was one of my issues, is that I didn't have the valve side in. Maybe not. All right. So release. So what do you think? Just one clamp in at first and just try to start rolling on by hand? Okay, that's going. Just using body weight here. Okay, so right now about half of it is seated. So George says the reason you're pinching this is because you're getting it more towards the center of the rim, which in theory gives you more space to seat on the other side. Okay. So maybe more clamping. What do you think? More clamping, or just rely on that one? Let's get my tight here. Okay. All right. We have this much to get on, and so you can see it does not look does not look good for me. Work the other side. Yes. Okay. Some more clamping. Let's go clamping. Clamptastic. Here we go. My rim is so pitched up for me just prying on this. Taking off. I had a clamp directly across from the hand working area, like over here. Okay. Use a little Dawn here. So at this point, is this clamp even doing anything for me? This one? This one? I don't know that it is. Okay. I mentioned how much I love tire changes. All right, so at this point I have 3 clamps. 3 clamps. This is on, this is not on. What's the clamping strategy from here? I mean, right there, that seems freaking stupid. Stupid tight. Stupid tight. Tire iron, no man, no breath, no tire irons, man, come on. All right, so only one clamp opposite of what I'm working. All right, so tire irons are fucking death. Excuse my language. Okay. Let's see if I can get any more of this on. It just does not want to freaking go. Come on. Go. All right. One section up. Go, go, go. Go, you piece of shit. Go. Come on. All right. Okay, I have about a foot. Come on. Get on there. It's on. It's on. Shit. It's freaking on. Holy crap. Wow. Whew, okay. All right, it's on. Now, does it hold air? That's the big question. Please hold air. But that technique did work, the clamping, for sure. All right, so we'll go with a modest 10. It pressurized. It pressurized. Holy shit, it pressurized. Yes. Yes. It freaking pressurized. Look at that. Look, it's on. Oh my God. Okay. Hey, Brian's here. So I got that on with no freaking tire irons, just using these clamps. Thanks primarily to from the advice from several people. But what I did basically was following George's suggestion of clamping the side that's opposite what you're trying to work on with your hand, which moves that side deeper into the channel, which gives you a little bit of room on the side that you're working with your hands. So yeah, outstanding. So, I mean, at this point, I could continue with trying to put the wheel together. I can't believe it's freaking on. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Thank you. So I already, and I covered this in the other video, I already have my slider assembly on here. But I need to put stuff back together. And it's been over a month since I've since I took this apart. So let's see how good my memory is. And I also have like the hardware parts that Marty suggested replacing to help with some friction in the linkage. I have them. I just want this thing back together at this point. I'll do the linkage swap out at a later time. The linkage hardware swap out. All right. Okay, there we go. Let's get the motor cable up here. Okay. I don't think I'll do the full assembly on the stream because that would be too much. But if I can just get this on here, that would be nice. It'd be a nice start. God, I got to remember where all my freaking parts are. Jeez, this is crazy. I think these are the bolts. I hope. Yeah. I had to heat these to get them off. They had blue Loctite. But it was much better than the red Loctite solutions. D.L. Miller says you must have saved the rim a slight beating with those clamps. Yes. Yeah, that. Whew. I've never, like I said, I've done a number of tire changes. I've never used clamps. But if I ever have a similar issue in the future, guess what? I'm going to use clamps. Look out, Dunkin' Donuts. D.L. Miller says, yeah. I don't know that I have the patience to put this all together. Maybe I do. I don't know. Right now. So this goes, let's see, this goes in here, right? Like I said, it's been a month. Relying on my memory is never a good thing. I'm just getting these started on both sides for the slide assemblies. Have you? I'm sure you guys have seen it, but it seems like there's, the My E-Wheels solution has 4 bearings on each side. There's now a solution that has, was it 8? I think I saw one with 8. I mean, I don't know. Does more equal better? I'm not really quite sure about that. But there are various options out there. I think I saw E-Wheels is going to be selling it or providing them, and I don't know. But again, I got my set from My E-Wheels over in Bulgaria. So I'm hoping that the results are as good as some people have reported. Blue Loctite, please. But put more blue Loctite on these. Geez. George, I knew you were going to say that. So that means I had to find my blue Loctite to put it on. So I have it somewhere. Okay, if you were blue Loctite, where would you be? Jeez. Let's see. How's your weekend so far? I had an interesting Saturday night. Hey, you want some power pads? I probably can't see now, right? All right. I'm trying to move you high now. Higher. Try that. I went to a country music concert last night. The first for me. It was fun. It was I don't know if any of you guys know the name Ben Allen. He was a contestant on The Voice several years ago, and he lives in this general area. And he was performing locally. Carrie was a big fan, so her and I went last night. It's fun. It was fun. It was different. It was fun. You know, I keep trying to push myself to do some different things. Oh, come on. I don't know where my blue Loctite is. I know I have it too. That is so annoying. Oh, wait. Whoa. Here we go. Blue Loctite. All right. All right, so now George will feel better, which is good. George was a large help. Large help. Can you imagine I go through all this crap and I don't like the way this tire feels? It has to feel good, right? It has to. Ooh. Okay. A little overzealous with the blue Loctite there. It's down a little off. Okay. But I'm sure many of you remember when the first S22s hit and people were trying to get the wheel fully apart, like, and these were done with like red Loctite, and so many people like stripped them out because they were just stupid tight. And using this blue doesn't seem as bad. Okay, just a little dab will do you, I think. Yeah. Why iFly says, I will find the blue Loctite with the adhesives. It was actually on my, you can't see it's off camera, but I have a pegboard on the side here behind my 3D printers that I have various things attached to it, and blue Loctite was one of them. So other than this is something I can talk about. This week, or I'm sorry, next week at this time, I'm going to be in freaking California. Believe it or not, I'm supposed to get into California early afternoon West Coast time. So yeah, I will be in California at this point next week, which is kind of amazing, right? Larry Zarkoff was filling me in as far as projected weather for my visit, and it's not great news. It seems like there's a pretty good chance for rain. So we'll have to work around that. And Marty already told me, he says, I do not ride in the rain. So I'm hoping for some decent weather. It's also going to be in the cold side, especially compared to Florida. You know, highs in the 50s potentially, which is fine. I mean, I dealt with that kind of temperatures in Pennsylvania. You know, I was fine. Okay, so now we're going to tighten this shit up. So I'm going to be, Larry Zarkoff already offered me to borrow one of his wheels if I need be. I don't know if Mario will let me borrow one of his. I definitely would like to try his Master Pro, because that sounds kind of crazy. All right, so I got to take all these out and put the blue Loctite on. Because why half-ass it if you don't need to? Brian asked about the hardware changes. Brian, I will do that, but at this point, I want the wheel back together and functioning. I can do that other stuff without a major hassle, I don't think, compared to the hassle I've been dealing with here with trying to change a tire 3 times or change a tube 3 times. What do we got? George Brevin. Fun fact: Loctite solidifies only under the lack of oxygen. Really? That is a fun fact that I did not know. So as long as Loctite is exposed to air, it will not harden. That's interesting. Brian says it never rains in California. It's mostly true, but it certainly can, and it can be certainly miserable sometimes. Brian says we are getting storms. Yep. George says 4 feet of snow in Tahoe, rain in San Francisco. Yeah. I think Larry also mentioned the chance of it. If we do a mountain ride, there's a good chance that there's going to be snow involved, which would be interesting. Now, I'm originally from Pennsylvania, so I am familiar with snow. And but I have never ridden an electric unicycle in the snow, so that would be a first. So, but I mean, regardless, it's going to be a good experience. Meeting these people that I've only known virtually for the last 6 years. I think Marty and I first. I'm making a mess. Marty and I got into the hobby very, very close together. And at this point, I think it's probably more than 6 years apart, or since then. It's pretty long, right? All right, George, I have blue Loctite on all of them. You can breathe a sigh of relief. So I will tighten them down. Brian says, I'm in Marin County. We were getting much needed rain. That's okay. Those of you that watch my channel are probably familiar with the frustration I get during rainy season here, which is 6 months or more, where we just get deluges daily. And it's too much rain for the ground to absorb. So the end result is, at my place, I have flooded out sections of property, which kind of suck. So let's see. I should probably I don't know that I can. I can apply pretty good torque here with the spring steel T-wrenches, but I thought I also had a conventional Allen key that I used. I cannot wait to get this room back to normal. I had, oh my God, so much shit spread around here. Like, I'm the type of person, I don't like messy environments. This is about as messy as it can get. You're not seeing half the disaster that I'm looking at. Come on, man. One of these has to be the right size. Has to be. Did I mention that I really, I know I've mentioned this, that I'm really frustrated that I have to even entertain doing this to make the suspension on this wheel work anywhere close to how it should. It's frustrating. Just FYI. One of these has to be right. It has to be. There's no way it can't be. That's too small. That's too big. Okay. So one of these should be just right, right? Should be just right. This is going to be the best live stream I've ever done. I can feel it already. It's exceeding my expectations. I mean, just the fact that the tire is on, it's a win. It's a win. But I might actually hop on my. If I decide I hit a stopping point here, I might actually just hop on my main computer. If I just I make a little bit of progress here. All right. Well, so this is a 4. Yeah. So these are 4mm. All right. I'm just going to crank them. Brian Duff, in which states have you ridden your EUC? Florida, obviously, but several years ago, it's probably, God, it might be 5 years at this point. I'm not quite sure. Cindy and I did a road trip up the East Coast during the summer, and we packed. I had my original Monster, and the M Super V3, I think was the other wheel, I think. But yeah, we rode up and down the East Coast. I rode, I think almost every state that we went through, all the way up to Maine. Rode in Maine, rode down at Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. It was fun, a lot of fun. But now I will be riding in California, which I've never done. Just torque the crap out of these. All right. You can actually get some pretty good torque here. Okay. All right. So at this point, I think this is like where I can. I'm missing it. I'm worried that I'm missing a step, but I think I can just slide it back into the body at this point, right? Am I forgetting something? I think I can, which isn't easy to do by yourself. But I think this is, look at that tire, so sweet, holding air. I love it. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so that goes in the left. All right, let's see how ridiculous this is. I think it's going to be ridiculous, but we'll try it. Hi. Get ready for big hills in California. Yeah, well, I mean, Marty's plans is for us to do a group ride on Sunday the 18th. That is the plan. And that will include, I believe, going up the mountains, I think. All right, so this would go like this. This is going to be ridiculous. Fall. Okay. This is a great idea here. Another one of my great ideas. So many of them. It's amazing. Okay. Isn't it funny, like once you have a certain amount of trash just strewn everywhere, I mean, you don't even try to stay organized, or at least I don't. Just like, what's the point? It's already a freaking mess. Okay, so do that, and I lift. Any feedback? Oh, George has more feedback. What's George saying? Sliders are a good solution, but 3 more things are needed. If weather guard to isolate channels, spring tensioned wheel pairs. What's that? And 3 nylon gears instead of smooth nylon wheels. Oh, like you're saying that the wheels on this are not good? I don't know, George. I don't know. I'm just freaking thrilled that. Oh wait, this goes. Where's this go? Motor cable at the top. Just get pinched under the. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. Up top, there's a little channel. I think that we have to get this cable into the motor cable. How F do you do that? Okay. All right, I think I see how. I mean, one way is just to break the damn thing, but let's not do that. Let's take out a little screw here. Okay. All right. And okay, so we do that, and then is that what? Do you really do a right angle with this thing? Here, look at this, guys. I kind of think you do. So here, I mean, it looks like it goes a right angle here and then through this thing here. I guess. That makes sense? I don't quite remember. Like I said, it's been a month. All right, let's move you to a filament box. That's better. That's better. Oh, look at that. It's so good. So I got that off. So if I do that, that doesn't look right. That looks like that would stress the shit out of that wire. Why would you want to do that? Why? I don't get it. I'm confused by that. Anybody else confused by that? Brian says there's an S22 for sale in Marin for $2,500. Negotiable shipping. I guess that's good, right? How in the F does that help? Left. Well, I don't really understand that. Why it would go in that way. It's the same on both sides. So I mean, I guess it's is strange to me. Okay. You take the screw out, you can't get the wire back in. All right, put that in. So if we go, stupid, man. You know, if you go look at the S22 disassembly video that eWheels posted, but I don't really want to do that right now. I just want to put this in. Really? Really? Why? Okay. Never mind me. Just talking to myself. I guess that I guess it goes that way. Well, because that's where it connects to the system board in the front. Because the wires are going towards the front that way. All right. All right. Here we go. I'm trying this ridiculous shit again. Myself. This is gonna suck balls big time. All right. Wire cable. Oh, yeah, this is gonna slide in like butter. All right, it started. That's good. Well, ideally, this would slide right on, right? Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. have it in. You're too close now. Oh, all right. Get back in there. There we go. You're just too close and personal now. So we're going to move you into my. There we go. You're now on my CR10S Pro 3D printer that I haven't used in a very long time. All right, so. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember more memory how this worked. You have to reattach. I really should do the freaking suspension bolt, shouldn't I? Here's the kit. Because I remember like when Marty did this, like there was a section, there was a fitting somewhere that he had to like grind down with his Dremel. I don't want to do that right now. I don't. But that, let's see. All right, I'll rewatch Marty's video later. I want to get this part on. But what the hell did it? Oh yeah, and you have these little dog bone pieces. You have these. Oh shit! What was that? Something just dropped. Shit! What dropped? Oh great! The little metal spacer just dropped. I heard it hit. I did not see a damn thing. Come on. Oh shit! I found it. That is a miracle. See, the gods are smiling on me tonight. This is amazing. Most nights I would never find that. Okay, so these have to go into here. And this goes here. Okay. Now I think I remember why they slid it up. All right, there you go. So you can reach it from underneath. Okay. Brian says to George, I have one with a new motor and the same tire as Duff. It's just the one in the Marin area. Does the one in the Marin area have upgrades? Above was a video of wire angle. Never mind. Yes, do the bolts. Yes, do the bolts. Because the bolts, I think, are just this is the long bolt here, and there's two more bolts with some spacers. Brian, I will do it, but I just want the damn thing to work at this point. That's all I want, man. But when I need some successes, I need some wins in my life, and I'm hoping this can be one of them. All right, so now I need to remember where the spacer goes. I think the spacer was underneath, I believe. Dog bone here. Okay. And how big is this? This is a 5. Okay, it's a 5 millimeter. So what do you think? What's the opinion, guys? The little metal spacer on the outside of the dog bone or the inside? For some reason, I'm thinking it was on the inside. Yeah, no, it has to be on the inside. That makes sense, right? How the hell did I? Oh my god. How am I supposed to get this on here? Oh, okay. If you move the suspension around, it's a lot easier. Imagine that. All right. You mother effer. Really? Mother effer. And I lost the spacer again, but I found it. But it still doesn't make me happy. All right. No! Come on now. I don't think I've ever had a full meltdown on camera. I am capable of having full meltdowns. But I've never had one on camera. It's probably best that I don't, but this has been such a shit show. All right, come on. Maybe, no. No, all right. Any feedback here? The rubber nubs, I have them. I have the rubber nubs. They're oh shit. Rubber nubs aren't in yet. F. George, man, come on, dude. I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't put the nubs in. It just because they're basically just there for as a stop, right? Like if you would bottom out. I do have the nubs. For some reason, I thought I put them all in, but right here is one of them. So did I put them all in but one? Is that possible? Anything's possible, I guess. Oh yeah, I did. This one has it. Yeah. Well, what the hell? Why would I do that? It's in every one but one. I didn't put it in this lower one. What? Why? Why would I not do that? So now we get to do fun times again. Here we go. Happy fun time. All right. Let's slide this bad boy back in there. Ah, you suck. Suck. Freaking suck. All right. All right. Rubber stoppers in, George. Appreciate you holding me responsible. But look at that. It's slid in pretty easy, right? There you go. All right. No bubbles, no troubles. There you go. Okay. I anticipated more hassle with that. All right. So here we go. Once again, with the dog bone. Where do I put it? Dog bone. We're back on the dog bone. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Did anyone give me feedback on the washer placement yet? I think I actually mentioned this. Oh, hey, Dale's here. Great, Dale. Enjoy the fun. Yeah, it's not end of world. Later, it's fine. I'm enjoying the work. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the work. I would enjoy the work more if the work was done. Personally. All right, so if we do that and we do this, try this. Let's try it this way. first, and then just get this started so it can't fall apart. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. Oh, what? Oh my God. That was, I thought it was threaded. And of course my little spacer thing fell off again. Where'd it go? And I can use one of the spacers that came with that kit, I guess, probably, right? I might just do that because I'm frustrated. Imagine that. I find this frustrating. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Although they are different size, aren't they? Yep. Might work. These are like plastic versus metal. Does it fit? It does fit. So should we just roll with it? I think I'm just rolling with it. Okay. You're coming off. Oh shit. George loves watching people work. Okay. Well, I mean, I do understand that, I guess. It's more fun than watching people do nothing. All right. No. Thread on. Oh my goodness. It feels like it's threaded on, but it's not. Do you thread on? Let's just verify that it does. Okay, it does. Sort of. What? Oh, wait. Oh, no, okay, it should be fine. You guys are probably like, what the F is going on here? What kind of, I told you that the title of the stream, man, cluster F. I knew it was going to be a cluster F to some degree. I knew it. But, I mean, to be quite honest, thanks to the help of George and others, I got the tire on. So this other stuff is probably annoying, but not nearly as annoying as what I've been dealing with. Of course, this is annoying. Thread. Come on, just get going there. Catch, please. Please catch. Okay, I think it might be caught. All right, good. So 5mm. It's not 5mm. Where are all my freaking? Okay. I seem to be missing a lot of my Allen wrenches. I don't know why this is. Probably because everything's in a state of disarray around here. I just got shit everywhere. Everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. So lesson learned from tonight, do not use these. Metal tire spoons are the death of your tube. So I have destroyed other tubes with them as well. So just FYI. Okay, so I need another freaking 5mm to hold it. Let's go. Let's go. What is this? So it says that's 5. Oh, it is. Okay. Great news. So, yeah, I remember this when I was taking it apart. This is where it gets a little awkward. You gotta like freaking stick it up from underneath to hold the cap nut or whatever you want to call it. Oh, whoa! Do not fall off. Do not. Oh, jeez. So dumb. This is so dumb. All right, wait. Am I in? That's what she said. I think I am. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. See that? There we go. I can't see shit, but yeah. All right. So that's dog bone is on. So one side. So now we will do the other side, and it'll go much better because I now have the experience, right? So this will go much, much better. I'm confident of that. Oh, there's that. Okay. I just found the washer I thought I lost. Here it is. Why am I thinking that was on the outside, that washer? Why am I thinking that? Kind of think it was. That might be another thing that I double back and check on. All right, dog bone. Okay. Oh, come on. That totally felt like it was started and it wasn't. Let's see. What does the wheel weigh? Curious. Don. Georgia says 77 pounds. Okay. Makes your forearms cramp. What does? All right, there we go. Okay. Need to tighten more, obviously. On-air promo. Larry's Art Coffee. Larry, I was talking a little bit earlier about my visit to California. How you and Marty are going to be a big part of that. And I do, thanks to the help of the people in the stream, I do have the street tire on my S22, believe it or not. I don't want to jinx anything, but I do have that on. Now I definitely am not going to have the patience to do the full reassembly tonight, but we're making some progress here, so it's good. Progress is good. I guess the question is how high do I want to go on the suspension? Because it was at the max height. You know, it's a total of what, 7 holes? Maybe I could go down a little on it. I don't know. 2 holes showing. Maybe I'll try that. But there were 3, right? Total of 6. 6. I thought there were 6. No? Is there only 2 bolts that hold the dog bones on? I guess. That's what it's looking like. All right. Could have swore there was 3 per side. Doesn't mean there were, but I thought there was. More tools on the floor. All right, so what's going on? It's like watching Bob Wheeler. Don, you remind me of me back when I thought I knew what I was doing. Love ya. Let's make some bacon. Hey Clay, what's up, buddy? Ratman, hey man. Murray's been giving me some tips too. I did use the George on here helped me as well. I did use a clamp on the side opposite that I was working with my hand, and it worked. I used no tire irons. I was able to get this on with just body pressure and hand torque. Which, after my experience the prior 2 times trying to do this, if you told me that was a possibility, I would have said, you are freaking crazy. But evidently you're not. You're not crazy. Okay. All right, dog on the side, 2 holes showing. So I need to do the same thing on the other side. And of course, this thing has the original motor. It has the motor that's in the danger range, that has an unpinned motor. So that's another problem with this wheel. I mean, mine doesn't make any noises. It doesn't exhibit any of the symptoms, but still, that possibility exists with this wheel, which is just another frustrating thing about the S22s. And I find it so annoying. I talked about this, I think, on my last live stream, or one of them, how annoying it is that KingSong released their special edition S22 that fixes a bunch of this bullshit. Now, if you're an original, I think it's a higher power motor too, right? But if you're one of the original guys or original customers, tough shit. Too bad, so sad. You can spend $3,000 on a wheel that you have to do all this shit to make it work like it should. All right. So once these dog bones are reattached, I think I can actually, that's when you start putting the control board back on, right? I think. Okay. But to do that, I should use my handy dandy 25-year-old Craftsman. Isn't this a Craftsman? The Workmate. Anybody want to rip the inner tube? The Workmate. Let's see if we can get it over there. I'm liking the way that feels. That's what she said. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. All right, what we got? Clay Extreme, yes. S22 is my favorite lean into machine, says Don Scott. George says starting bolt tip always, really always, start bolt into hole with reverse motion. So the thread literally rides up the spiral hole and literally falls off the end of the thread hole. and clockwise slowly to ensure you're not cross-threaded. Okay. UC Vibes is here. What's up, buddy? What's up? All right. So what we got here? We got this. We got the motor wire. It'd be awesome. Like if I could power this thing up and it balances, whew, that would be way, 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 way more than I expected. Right. All right. So here is the control board. Here's all the shit. So. All right. Is there any way to do this without making a freaking mess with all the freaking? I have heat transfer paste all over my hands, all over the wheel. It's everywhere. All right. We're just hooking some shit up. What's the worst that could happen, right? Nothing bad will happen. Let's hook this shit up, man. It's been a freaking month. Freaking month of this. I've never had a project drag like this. I hate having loose ends. I hate it. I usually will just beat myself into submission trying to get stuff like this done. And here comes battery connection number one. Nice little snap. Okay. Maybe I should do. I should probably do the motor wires first, right? I think I should do the motor first. Come on, power off. God, it took that long to discharge it? Really? Wow. All right. I'm trying to remember. Motor wires get connected back first, before the battery, or after? I would say first. I would say first. Clay says, almost time to take my wheel out to the trails. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, my man. All right. It's freaking. All right, oh, shit. I got to make sure I got the freaking phase wires correct. It looks like it would be next to the pinned connector. It looks like it would go yellow, green in the middle, and blue on the far end from the connector, but I'm not positive. And this is not the kind of thing that you can screw up. Oh God, look at my hands. All right, you guys can just sit here and entertain yourself or fall asleep or whatever you want to do. I need to just verify that I have this right. Wait, I took a picture of it. I think, yeah, I did. I took a picture of it a month ago. So let's see if we can find that. Oh, God, come on. Almost sure I did take a picture of it. What? I just want to see the freaking photos. Thank you. Okay, there you go. So this was, oh man, what was the date of that I did this? Oh my God. Before Thanksgiving. Okay, there's me doing nope, okay, it's after that. There's pictures I took of blood on the tire. Oh wait, here we go. I do have the picture. Okay, so it is what I thought. Blue is furthest from the pinned connector, then green, and then yellow. Okay. Good. So we're going to hook it up in that order. That's a good plan, right? It's a good plan of attack. So pin the connector. Now we are doing the yellow motor connector. This is not exactly easy to do. Surprise, surprise. I mean, it's so surprising because everything has been so easy for me. Yeah, we'll get blue in first. Let's get blue in. Okay, blue is in. Let's get green in. Okay. And let's get yellow in. Come on. Ow, my freaking knees. Oh. This week I played the most amount of pickleball I've ever played in a week. I played Tuesday night, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at lunch, and my freaking knees are wrecked. They're swollen, they're sore. So, and you know, doing all this riding with Marty potentially, you don't want to have freaking sore knees going in, right? So I'm going to not play any pickleball this week and hope that things heal up somewhat. Although I do enjoy pickleball, but you got to be sensible once in a while, right? It's not always easy for me to be very sensible. It's weird. My eyes, like I have glasses for distance. My distance vision is blurry, but I can like read a computer screen fine. Like my normal distance is okay, but once you start to get closer, like when I'm getting these things close to my face, now I'm having a hard time seeing them. And this is getting annoying. For lighting, and this yellow one is being a pain in the ass. Come on. All right, blue's coming out. We're gonna do yellow first, so we have maximum flexibility. Okay, yellow's in. Great. Let's take a break, see what the audience says. George is talking about, do you know, can Arc Rides get some donations? I don't know what happened to Arc Rides, unfortunately. George says blue, green, yellow, rear to front, yep. Plus signal wire, yep. Ratman says, I'm worried about Arc Rides too. I don't, growing old and having fun. You need some old man glasses. I need something. What happened to Arc Rides? I've missed out on that. Okay, yellow is good. So now we need to get green in somehow. But when you put yellow in first, then you'll suddenly have much less free space to move wires around. All right, come on, green, let's go. Let's be agreeable. I've had enough frustration with this project already. Come on, there we go, go. Okay, they're okay. Green is in. Here we go with blue. Blue should be relatively easy. Come on, get in. Okay, it's in. That wasn't difficult. They disconnected much easier than they reconnected. All right, so that's good. Motor wire reattached. So now, okay, got those attached now. Now I will attach to the batteries. Oh no. Wait, I'll do the BMS and shit over here first. Let's get that shit done. I mean, if I actually power this thing up and it like balances and shit, man, what a wonderful day in the neighborhood that'll be. All right. A wonderful day in the neighborhood for me. Let's go like this. Okay. All right. Battery connections now. There's the spark. Battery connection number 2 coming up. Make sure. Okay. Just kind of stuffing those wires back in there. Stuff. Stuff them in. Stuff. Get in there. So am I supposed to be stuffing those up or in? No, they gotta go in here. Need. Oh, wait a second. Okay, that goes there. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry, I was making things more difficult than they need to be, which I have done once or twice in my life. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm going to just put these screws in lightly, just in case. Well, you know what? I can turn it on at this point, right? Yeah. All right. All right, here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1. Jesus. That was done, right? Okay, that looks okay. Let me turn it off. Turn it off and just make sure it balances right. Oh, so that was disengaged. Okay. The okay, here we go. Okay, it's up. It's balancing. It's bouncy. All right, that's encouraging. I'm encouraged. Okay, put it back down here. All right, I'm putting screws in. Screws that hold on the control board. What do you guys think of that, man? Pretty good, right? Me, you see my EUC, I look like a gearhead. I don't know what I look like, man. I look like a freaking, I don't know, whatever. Okay, so George, about Arc Rides. Arc Rides has a channel from Australia and discovered he has Crohn's disease. It's quite painful. And think, Lisa, oh yeah, Crohn's is bad. Well, sometimes with Crohn's, don't they like cut out part of your large intestine? George has exciting stream. All right. No extra parts? I don't think I have extra parts yet. I don't know. NC for YouTube. Did I make Christmas cookies yet. No. Carrie made a bunch last weekend. Yeah. Yeah, it's last weekend. Yeah, she made a ton. They're really good. I'm not sure if we're going to be making any more Christmas cookies before Christmas. Look at my hands with all the cooling paste. Do you see that white mess? But we are supposedly going to be making my world famous chocolate birthday cake tomorrow, because my birthday is next Friday. Which there is actually a video, I think there's 2 videos actually on my channel, of me making that chocolate cake. So if you want to learn how to make the best chocolate cake that I've ever had, that's how you do it. Or but you can learn how to do it if you want to. This thing is such a mess. I got freaking white shit all over it. What's the best way to clean off white shit? Isopropyl alcohol, maybe, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, this is really it. This, and then there's that little, okay, there's a little red plastic piece that goes on top. And then there's the, the motor wire cover thing. I gotta put that back on. Which hopefully is not too difficult. All right, I'm cranking these down now. Although, wait. Can I do the motor cover? Can I do the motor cover with the system board secured? Also known as screwed down. I'm kind of thinking maybe I cannot, which would be unfortunate. Let me see. 77-pound curls all day long. All right. Nope. Great. All right, I'll be taking the motor cover back off. Why didn't somebody tell me that? Damn it. And see for YouTube. You sound happier. That's good to hear. Well, thanks. Yeah, compared to last year. I don't know how many of you guys remember, but last year, it freaking sucked, man. I was not a happy camper. I did a live stream on both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve last year because I had nothing else to do, and I was just bummed out and generally down on things. So I generally feel better this year, so it's good. It's good to feel happier than sad, right? Some wise person told me that at some point. All right. George, I missed it. Did you add slightly more heat transfer? No. There's so much on there, George. No, that's the last thing I need to add. It's everywhere. It's freaking everywhere. They were very generous with the heat transfer paste. And there's one thing I'm not concerned about. All right. What time is it? 8:30. So I've been at this for an hour and a half, roughly. And as I said several times previously already, this is going better than expected. And that's a stupid thing to say, because as soon as I say that, bad shit happens normally. But hopefully today is the exception to that rule, that everything will just be fantastic. Where's the camera at? Oh, there it is. It's over there. I forgot to put it over there. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure the sound on this is not great either because I'm far away. But shit happens. Okay. So now I should be able to pop this and put the stupid cover back on, this shitty cover. It is shitty. Where is my Phillips head screwdriver? Okay, it was around here somewhere. Ah, there you are. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So it goes like that. You dirty thing. You're dirty. Okay, hold on. Okay. No! What the? Oh. Great. Come on. It's getting pretty dumb now. Let's go. Let's how these are dumb. Get on there. I've had several situations here where it feels like I'm started and I'm not. And shit hits the fan. All right. Eyesight. There we go. Okay. So now I have this wire here that's in the way. Should be in a little bit. No. Oh, really? Okay. There you go. All right, take 3. There we go. Take friggin' 3. Oh gosh, I got more freaking paste on me. Great, that's great. I was looking for that. But you can't see this, but I'm covered in the shit. It's great. All right, here we go. Come on. Deep breaths, right? Meditation. That's one thing I've been trying to do more of. I haven't got to do it lately, but meditate, man. Try to make sense of things sometimes. Meditate, calm your mind. Like when you drop freaking another screw on the ground somewhere, you think you don't have any idea where it is, just meditate about it. It'll come to you. You'll find that screw once you meditate, or not. That's a little sucker too. Oh, there it is. Look at that. See, I meditated, and I found my screw. Look at that. Wow. This is really my night. It really is. Everything is going perfectly. Come on. That screw does not want to seat itself. There we go. Got it. All right. Do we have any stimulating commentary coming in? Probably not. White gas, toxic to skin, or lacquer thinner, and latex or silicone caulk for inner wire cover. Tip: a smidge of caulk on the tip of the Phillips screwdriver will prevent the screw from falling while lining. Also, George, you were just full of information. But I appreciate it because with your guidance, I'm putting this wheel back together. Or your tips, I should say. I kind of thought that I would have to, refer back to one of the videos or something, but I have not. I've referred to YouTube comments on the live stream, and that's it, and my memory. So it's a deadly combination right there, I tell you. I have a good portion of my Christmas shopping done. I'll probably wind up doing some more this week, and I'm in California, so I don't know. When I come back on the 22nd, so I still have a couple days then prior to Christmas. So if there's any last minute things that inspire me, I will be able to do so. But like probably 90% of my shopping is just online, and probably 90% of that 90% online shopping is through Amazon. It's been that way for a long time. All right. I can't believe that we're at a point where I can actually consider riding this wheel. It's amazing. Now all I have to do is find the time to do it. I planned on mowing grass tomorrow morning. We'll see. I'll try to find the time. I really need to, right? With as much of a hassle as this has been. You need to celebrate. You need to celebrate your successes. Someone told me that. Celebrate your successes. And when you have something that is a long struggle, frustrating, aggravating, and you still manage to succeed, try again, but you still manage to succeed, that's something you should take pride in. Because a lot of people just give up on stuff, they just give up. This is too hard, I don't want to do it. But this is the kind of stuff that makes you, I don't know. It helps build your intestinal fortitude, in my opinion. You can never have too much intestinal fortitude. All right. Wow. That's going to pretty much do it for the system board. And now I just put the red trim piece on top, which is screws. I'm going to see if I can clean some of this shit off. Hold on. Stand by. Okay, George, I know you'll say, oh, don't use Windex. It won't work. Well, I'm going to just try it. I'm going to do a small test here, see what happens. And it does not work as I would like. All right, let's try 70% isopropyl alcohol. See what happens. This is a live test. All right. How am I going to get the shit off my arms, my hands? It's not coming off like it should. It works okay on the display side, but I'm trying to get it off the handle. It's not coming off there very well. Will it come off my hands? Okay, it's working. working on my hands pretty well. Oh my God, I cannot wait to get this room cleaned up. Oh man, my barbarian silicone bracelets are all effed up. Shit. NC for YouTube. NC for YouTube. You've seen some videos on my channel, evidently. Just don't answer unknown phone calls on Christmas Eve, especially if you've been flying the drone recently. A mistake you'll never make again. That's for damn sure. And that was back in that was Christmas Eve 2015, right? Those of you that are relatively new to the channel, you might not have known this, but back in 2015, wait, was it in 2014 we were flying? No, 2015. Cindy and I went on a road trip out west, had my drone with, my DJI drone, and I flew at several spots, one of them being Yellowstone National Park. And that was like back in September, I believe, of 2015. Or no, it might have been 2014, actually. I don't know, but whatever. We were there in September, and then I get a phone call Christmas Eve, like 8 times from some Wyoming number. I ignored it. 8 times I ignored it. You know, the 8th or 9th time I pick it up, and I'm pissed. I'm like, why do you keep calling? Because they would call and not leave a message. They would just keep calling, which I thought was really, really annoying. So I finally answer, and I'm about ready to read the person the riot act, and the guy says, "Oh, this is Joe Blow, park ranger for Yellowstone National Park." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Hi, what's up?" And he asked about if I had flown a drone in Yellowstone National Park. I don't know if he even said September, because it was September 11th is when I went there. And my initial thought was he was going to be asking like for permission to use the drone footage for some reason. That was my naive thought, because I have had that situation where people ask permission to use footage. And I said, "Oh yeah, I flew there." And then he started asking me stuff like if I knew specific dates, which I didn't know at the time. Specific dates, specific place that I was in the park. I did not know exactly where I was in the park. So I kept answering his questions to the best of my ability. Some of them I didn't have any ability to answer, but I answered what I could. And then once I answered all this stuff, once he allowed me to incriminate myself, he says, "Oh, well, by the way, it's illegal to fly drones in Yellowstone." I'm like, "It is?" "Yes. And it carries a fine of up to, or a normal fine is like over $1,000, something like that." And anyways, I don't want to tell you the whole story. If you look at my channel, search Yellowstone, you'll see the whole story. And it's a freaking, talk about a cluster. Oh my God, what a mess that was. The only victory I got out of that is when it came time for my trial that was done via phone. I got my fine reduced by $250 because the judge acknowledged that I had no idea that you weren't allowed to fly drones in Yellowstone, which I did not know. So, but yeah, here's that story. Okay, so let's. Oh wait, no, let's put this cover on. Let's remember how this cover goes. Let's just go. Oh, like that? No, that doesn't look right. Does it? No, that's not look right. This? How's this shit go? Am I missing something else? Here's the seat. So these go here, right? Where those go? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So I just need the screws for this. Are there no screws there? Really? Oh, so okay. So this just seats. Oh, all right. I didn't realize there's slots here that slots in, I did not remember that when I took it apart. And there's only 2 screws that should hold this top section on. And I sat down my screwdriver and misplaced it. There it is. Okay. All right, here we go. 2 screws. These should be the final 2 screws that are needed, in theory. Okay. And I have my seat down here with the Velcro. Just pop this bad boy on here. All right. Put that up. Is it on right? I think so. All right. Let's put the fully assembled KS22 back over here. I can put some more air in the tire, though, right? All right, power on. Right, feels normal. And the bounce test, much better than stock. Where's my? Here it is. I'm just looking for the valve. Let's see, valve was, let's see, left side. Valve was on the right side, right? Okay, let's turn this off. Sounds like something's rubbing. What is rubbing here? I think it's just the little, what do they call these? The tits of the tire. I think the tits of the tire are rubbing on the mudguard a little bit. That's what it sounds like. All right. So we're gonna put some more pressure on this tire. What do we got going on here? Oh, Clay. Clay, I'm going to Southern California in the LA area. I'm technically staying in Downey, California. That's where I'm going. You can try olive oil on your skin. Well, no, I think the isopropyl alcohol got it off pretty good. Brian Gonzalez, entrapment. Yeah, the park rangers. That guy was the guy I dealt with on New Year's Eve. He was, or Christmas Eve. He was such an asshole. I mean, you could tell it was just like a power trip for him. He enjoyed, screwing me over basically. I thought that was really cool to spend his Christmas Eve tracking down people on YouTube. Okay. Cover your ears. We're All right. Put it up to about 30 psi. All right. I'm hoping it's just the, I mean, these are really long little fingers on the tire, so hopefully that's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that is. Okay. So, shit, I think it's done, right? I think. We got pressure in the tire. We got all that's going to have to be done is a road test. Okay. Yeah. Shit. We should let it free spin, right? Let's let it free spin. Let me make some space, and I'm going to free spin it. Oh, no load lift test. You won't see this, but you'll hear it. Okay, here we go. Okay. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just the fuzz on the tire that I'm hearing hitting the mud guard. So I'm not worried about that. At least for now, I'm not worried about it. Okay. More comments. All right. Why I fly. Keep a logbook of your drone flights. Plus, you can take off outside of national park boundaries, perform a flyover, and it's perfectly legal. Yeah. Why I fly. I've heard that suggested in the comments of that video a million times. And my question always is, one of the FAA regulations is you have to keep a drone in line of sight. So I don't know how easy that would be to fly outside the park boundaries and without keeping it in sight. Maybe you can. I don't know. That was always my question about that. Or just don't have videos that have the name Yellowstone in them. Ratman Murray, just don't be flying anywhere people can see you. Well, yeah, Ratman, I didn't. It was just me and Cindy. No one saw me. The guy saw the video on YouTube, but no park ranger actually witnessed the flight. Yeah, don't upload it on your YouTube channel. Yep. Sips of the tire. Sips. Is that what these are called? These little metal or little rubber fingers. Yeah, George talks about sliming it. I'm not sliming it right now. Clay asked if I asked the park ranger that called to like and subscribe. No, I did not have a pleasant conversation with him. I have tire and love it. Hope you will too. And we have porn sites coming up. Porn commenters. Block the user. Bye bye. XXX69biz. Brian has the tire and loves it. Why I fly. Have a spotter with you and they can use binoculars to check on the drone. Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess. Okay. I got a rideable wheel. This is a far better outcome than I expected. And I know you can't see me. Hold on. I think I'm going to wrap this up because I don't want to push my luck. So anyways, guys, I appreciate all the feedback, all the help in getting through this, the encouragement. It's been a process. Right now I'm looking at the blood, the dried blood that's on this tire from the first time I did it. I will post a video just for shits and giggles of like the hour of me screwing around last time when I got a hole again. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it, man. How did the Ranger find out who you were and get your phone number? Talking about the drone incident. He, on the video, and it was only like a 1.5-minute video. On the video there, and yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, when it landed, as it landed behind the car. We had a Toyota Prius, and as it landed, it briefly showed the license plate. So that it was always my assumption that that is how they figured out who I was. Sneaky bastards. Growing old and having fun. You would have been so screwed without George. I tend to agree. I would. Yeah. But it was a good lesson for sure. I mean, because I thought I was going to use C clamps, but I actually used like the wall quick release hand clamps, and they provided enough power to do what I need to do. Easy to release, but a decent amount of torque that allowed me to clamp down that tire. So it's awesome. Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's it. I'll try to turn this into a podcast. I don't know how effective it'll be because obviously I was not conducting this in a normal live stream method. But I'm happy with the end result. So again, thank everybody. Thank you. You probably will not hear from me. I'm going to be shooting out in California, obviously. There's the camera. I'm going to be shooting out in California. Marty will be shooting, I'm sure. And I don't know who else, because there's going to be, a number of people that want to ride with us, from what I understand. So that should be pretty cool. But until then, you're going to have to see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to have my S22 back together. And I'm excited for anyone that tuned into this live stream that had no notice. I think I gave about an hour notice again. Just decided to do it last minute. And that's it. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the members. I appreciate everybody. I'm just very appreciative. Much more appreciative this year than I was last year. So that's all I got, guys. I will talk to you all soon. Until next time, Duffman out. End the broadcast. End the broadcast.